Just gonna wait a couple minutes. It should start shortly. Oh. Game while I'm waiting. Hello. There it goes. There it goes. I can see that we're live. Hey everybody. We're back. I have had 4 hours of sleep. Oh wait, we'll have fun, and then I will go to sleep. So. Yeah, I hate when our time changes, because it screws everything up with my sleep schedule, and I have to readjust, so that's fun. But I'll probably sleep and then be fine. I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes. So, how's everyone doing today? Like I said, I'm also sleepy. I'm a little excited. I don't know what's gonna happen. I am completely blind, but there's a lot of like bricks that are being laid out, little breadcrumbs to follow, so kind of excited. I do kind of hope we get to we get past the Alisaie stuff and we get to go to because currently Thancred is traveling around, so we don't know where he is, but we know that Y'shtola is in Ratika, and Urianger is in Ilmag, so I really want to meet up with Urianger again because he's my favorite. So okay. I will give 2 more minutes and then I'll actually start playing, but just to give some people a chance to come in. I did rewatch the Shadowbringers trailer. I've been doing this playthrough very, very blind, and I did rewatch the Shadowbringers trailer when I got when I actually got to Shadowbringers properly, and I didn't watch the launch trailer. I only watched the cinematic because I knew the launch trailer had major spoilers on it. But if anything, some things are clearer, but now I'm just more confused. So the context provided, it's a very good cinematic trailer because it does what it's supposed to do, which is, entice you in, but it doesn't really show a lot because even with context now, a lot of it didn't make sense. So. And as far as me remembering it, I have only watched those trailers before I started playing A Realm Reborn, and I have not watched them since until I haven't watched any trailer until I got to the expansion, so it's been about 2 years, I would say. I mean, I'm planning to kind of do these, at least 1 or 2 sessions a week for 4 hours. So we're gonna probably get through MSQ pretty fast, I think. I don't know. I can never gauge. So, we might get 3 sessions next weekend, but, because next weekend is a US holiday, but I am making cupcakes, so I don't know, and they're stuffed cupcakes, so I actually have to assemble them, so I don't know if I'll be doing it that day. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna actually get started. Alisaie is over there with the quest marker. So, I don't think they'll travel well. The cupcakes, they're good. They're gonna be cardamom vanilla cupcakes, and the inside is gonna be filled with spiced pears. So I think they get moldy because some of you guys are in EU, and I don't know if they won't last long. Okay, let's get started. Kills me just how try hard in a good way the quest acceptance and ending themes are. It's like stuff's getting intense and you must every fiber of your being must know. My gear's actually pretty fine. I mean, I'm way over leveled, but the gear for where I'm at is pretty good. I've got the Skaven gear that you can get with tombs, which is pretty good for where I'm at right now. Yeah, tomb gear is pretty good, so I should be okay for most of my gear. It's just glamored because I like the artifact gear. I like the look of it, but it's glamored, so I'm not super undergeared. Cool. As cool as it is to one-shot things, I kind of don't want to make it super easy. Although sometimes I go back and I don't know. I'm very weird with gear. I really like the artifact gear glams, like to use as glam, but sometimes some of the gear sets are really ugly, so I have to make my own. For the most part, I tend to favor the artifact. This is a little nice quest to start off on, so people can like trickle in and there's, you know, not anything actually interesting happening. I mean, it is a little quest. It was a little, go to this location and kill those guys. Consider that a minor quest. Stop telling people about my praises and then people won't tell me that you told me about them. Told them that. Okay, my favorite thing is that now Tesleen is telling me this, and then you have, I can't think of his name, the Red Mage, guild leader. He basically said the same exact thing. She's got a shrine. I love Alisaie getting embarrassed. It's funny. So these are all people that are doomed to eventually become sin eaters. That's pretty dire. So anytime I do a session, or like I do a major quest, I just select my random minion button, just for variety, and randomly I got the Urianger minion, so I'm taking that as a good omen. For what, I don't know. I'm guessing good omen for progress, because I don't know if good things are going to happen in my playthrough. Yeah, it's like a weird, hospice, if that makes sense. Kind of sad. It's you know what it actually reminds me of, and this is a little screwed up. It's like a leper colony. If you know the history of leper colonies. Oh, which job quest NPC I adore? That's easy. Dark and Sam are my favorite ones. And then the rest of them are like in between, but those are my two top favorites. There he is. No, leper colonies for leprosy. When you had leprosy back in the old days before we found a cure, you had to be banished from society because you were really, really contagious. So they would basically be forced into societies with other people who had leprosy. So that's what this reminds me of. It's really screwed up. So if you actually look that up, it's really sad. So yeah, Sam made me cry too. Well, he's just a kid. That's really sad. So I'm guessing when you are becoming one of those, you just start to lose all I mean, obviously they talked that the skin was turning into plaster, but I'm guessing you also just lose, like, all semblance of yourself and, like, your personality, and you just kind of stop existing. Oh, Sam's a good quest. Both of the quests are really good for Sam. Well, that's what I mean. It's like a catatonic state. They stop being expressive. They stop living the way that you would. You're just kind of a shell. It's hard to explain what I'm imagining because I don't really have a good real world equivalent to something like this. But yeah, catatonic would be a good word for what I was describing. Maybe, but shall maybe. I don't know. It's like the reason why it's a really hard to find a real world comparison is because it's like their soul, like everything that makes them a person is dying, which is not something that actually happens in the real world. So, because like they're just becoming a shell, and eventually, I guess they become a sin eater. Please don't make me eat 40 loaves of bread again. Wait, this guy had normal food, and our choices were like mealworms dipped in honey, bread with cactus fruit, jerky, and frogs on a stick, and he had like fruit. I don't know what meal is, but it's Soylent Green. Okay, fine. I didn't ask for normal food. Frogs are actually delicious when they're cooked correctly. I'll agree with that. Yeah, cactus. Yeah, you can. I like cactus fruit actually. I have tried that. I've tried nopales too, which is the leaves, but. How much coin did you spend here? I don't know because the Crystal Exarch people were talking at me and they keep asking me if he's Grahatia, and like I have no idea, but now it's like cemented into my head. So every once in a while I'll just see myself calling him that. I don't think it is, though. I disagree. I think y'all are gaslighting me. I don't know. I don't believe anything you guys say. We would never. You always gaslight me. Everyone on Twitter gaslights me about this game. I don't, and you do it on purpose, so I don't know what's actually canon or not. Hey, buddy. You gonna come on camera? Let's see. Kitty. It's a Stitch. He is a big, lovely boy. Okay. Sometimes you guys tell the truth. Sometimes you just mess with me. I know what you do. I don't know when you're messing with me, though. So I've just decided to not believe things you tell me. Are you just gonna sit in my lap like that? You're gonna lay down. Just this once, only once, except it implies that she's done this, like, several times. No, no alpha plushies. Well, the official Square Enix one is sold out, and they're, like, on eBay for a ridiculous amount of money. So if I'm gonna get one, I'll probably get one from Etsy.
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance.
The only bad thing about Stitch being in my lap is he bites, so if I jump, he probably bit me.
Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters.
Maybe. Maybe I might do intros. One thing at a time.
But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
I mean, I guess it is the kinder way to do things. Oh.
I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed?
I'm laughing because I saw every cutscene is a photo shoot, and it's just someone once said that they just imagine Kane taking out her phone and taking inappropriate pictures, and it just made me laugh. And now I'm laughing because she's like, do you remember when I had that embarrassing cringe moment and asked you to not leave me?
Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons.
I think she beat up an old
but
man.
Even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield.
No, you didn't abandon me. You were
so I swore that I'd make up for my
snatched, literally,
by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
You know, I do really feel bad for Tesleen, because it's not a easy job. She's basically a hospice worker, except she actually does have to kill her patients. That's not what happens at a hospice, but it's rough. This is where I watched my parents die. Print screen noise. Rude. Yeah, I imagine the transformation is probably really painful, considering they don't look human. I think you're lying when you say that this gets better. I think it's going to get a lot worse by the way you guys act about Shadowbringers. I don't think there's an uphill from here. This is an actually, like, really good-looking nectarine. True, but we're still, like, at MSQ, like, 71. So, like, I feel like we got a lot more despair to go. Yeah, I'm not even at the first dungeon yet. Very ominous nectarine.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
It's a very comforting song. Usually it means good things are happening. It's
nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests. In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get.
There's no shoe bill in this scene. What are you talking about? You're gonna you're all gonna gaslight me and just say that there's a shoe belt in every scene.
I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs.
Oh.
I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here.
All I can think of when we talk about the shoe bill is that conspiracy theory that all pigeons are government drones, except in the first it's all shoe bills.
Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable. to receive the mercy of a painless death.
Birds aren't real.
When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Oh, that's not good.
They're coming.
That's not good. My only comfort is there's a very calm and content, happy cat in my lap right now. He's purring like crazy.
Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
No. I'm gonna guess that all of the people that are afflicted can somewhat sense the Sin Eaters when they congregate. Because they all kind of reacted very weirdly. You're gonna fall off my lap, Peppy. You were sitting weird. You would fall off my lap if I slightly moved. Then you'd scratch the shit out of my leg. This is pretty dire. Yeah, the horses have the primal themes. It did not make me feel better. I'm my there's like a chill going down my spine. It's really creepy. The whole they're coming. Keep getting chills. So if you see me just like randomly like kind of shimmy, it's because it's chilling up my spine. It's not because I'm having any weird medical thing going on. You don't pay. Unironically, you don't pay my sub. Let me be a dirty clicker. Mean.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
Oh, that's not good.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones.
Oh, this isn't good.
Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
I don't like that. Oh.
There it is! Is that... Oh no! Ulrich!
Ooh.
We have
Okay,
to run!
that was badass.
Tesling! No!
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in vain. Mother, I...
I need to go get something. I'll be right back. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I need to go get something real quick. Okay. Okay. No, I just I needed a strong beverage for that. Okay. It's hard cider. So the definition of strong is very loose. That was very disturbing and very sad. I think that's probably one of the most disturbing things I've seen in a video game. No, it's very, very low alcohol content. God. Oh, man. No wine. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a I might need that. No, I was like I'm still shaking. Like it really freaked me out. Like that wasn't an overreaction. I'm actually like shaking. I'll be fine. It's just a video game. It can't hurt me. Except it can hurt me a lot. Oh god, it's been a... Oh my god. Oh. That... Yeah, you know what? Death by poison is much more preferable to whatever. That was horrific. Like 10 out of 10, and then I'll be fine. I'm fine. I'm just a little. I was not expecting that. Like I'm not overreacting. That genuinely shocked me because I was crying because I thought she was just gonna die. I wasn't expecting the horror that came after, so it just kind of shocked me. I didn't expect that. And it did kind of freak me out and it scared me. So, but I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be fine. I need something that to help with the shaking, so that's why I got some alcohol, because it'll depress my nerves a little bit. When I get really scared, I actually start shaking, so. But I'll be fine. Okay. Let's keep going. Now, if you heard me ranging around the kitchen, I wasn't breaking things. I was having issues with I was shaking, so I was having issues with my bottle opener, and it took me a minute to open. So, yeah, it was... I probably should have gotten my screw top wine. That would have been easier. But I don't want to drink too much. I have work tomorrow. It is strawberry hard cider from, I don't know what brand it is. It's from Trader Joe's. It's pretty good. I had a pumpkin one yesterday. Got a couple more. I have one from Christmas last year. It's a Christmas cookie hard cider. It's pretty good. But strawberry felt better right now. No, do not Uber me a pizza. It's also her little speech at the end, not about happiness, and then her mom. That was why I started tearing up, because it was really sad. And then, like, the fact that she still had, like, a little bit of consciousness after she had turned, which is terrifying, because that means at least some part of her is aware of what just happened, and it's terrifying. Not physically. I was not physically hurt, but I am very emotionally damaged from that. Thank you. I don't know if I can help Alisaie. She is a... She works out her grief by stabbing people. So I think she's gonna be okay. She just needs to find the target. Oh god, that is... You know what? Like, that's probably the scariest moment in a game that is not meant to be scary I've ever experienced. Just because it really does come out of nowhere. And it's very horrific. There's something about the face, the eyes being all light, and then just her face melting. It was, No, I would need very calm. I didn't see this ether card first time, so I'm gonna grab it. I want very calm music. That one is from Sephiroth Hard. He's a giant tree. It is cool music, but Sephiroth's theme is much cooler. So I kind of wish they had gone with that one. But I like the battle music too, so I'm okay with either one. But Fiend is definitely a better one. Yeah, it's very weird. I think they wanted to include the Warring Triad theme music, because I believe it's directly from 6. Like, it's a remix of the theme from 6, so I think they wanted to include that one, but Fiend is so cool. Yeah, I had a bunch of emotions from that moment, so... If anyone wants to clip that and upload it somewhere, be my guest. You have my full permission to do that. Actually, you have my permission to clip anything you want, just as long as you don't do weird stuff with it. I mean, I do have a story. I don't know if I want to tell it to anyone but my therapist. See, she'll be fine. She just has to stab something. I think the reason I like Alisaie better is she's more emotional than Alphino is, but like in a good way. I'm not meaning that as an insult. Like, Alphino tries to find these like logical solutions to things, and she just tends to go with her heart, and I like that. Even though I acknowledge that Alphino's situations tend to be more practical. I want to do the trust system for dungeons. I'll need players, of course, for trials. But I want to do... First time, I want to do trusts. For the first time, I'm probably gonna run as a DPS, so I think that'll set what my parties are gonna be. Because my most comfortable class is Summoner, so I'll probably run them as Summoner. But I might do them later on when I get to know the dungeons as other roles. I'm not shaking anymore, but my skin is still prickly. So that was a lot. It really scared me. You don't want to know what happens. I don't think you want to know.
And so you return. Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
In a manner of speaking. You're
Better
pretty
is not the
screwed.
word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmur might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters.
Who cares?
Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmuran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience.
Okay, let's make him
He
mad.
will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity. Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Well, here's the good news. I am very much awake. If I was going to be anywhere near sleep, I am not anymore. So I should be good till the end of the stream.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, as ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed. At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Her accent is lovely. Sorry, I had no commentary. There was a lot of lore going on, and I was paying attention.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alisaie as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
They never said what the problem was. Okay, so they said they didn't make any promise because there's an issue with killing them. I'd like to know. I'm sure I'll find out what that is really quickly, but so that's interesting. But so it's been explained before that the Ascians are causing these calamities to happen because they want the rejoinings to happen. It's never been explained why, except like vaguely that they can bring their god back. So I guess that's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking why. Everything else kind of just falls in line with what was explained in 3.4, but more visually. Oh, okay. I'm all better now. I am awake, though. Yeah, if I get real quiet when they do a lore dump, it's not because I don't have any commentary, it's because, like, I'm trying to pay attention to what is being said. Because I think that it's probably an important scene. I mean, I also, like, I don't like silences, so if there's nothing going on, I try to, like, interact with chat, but if it's a cutscene, like, I feel like I should be quiet. And then give my commentary later. I love the VAF, and I love their mount. The only thing, I wish they still let you keep the animation, where you can just spray pesticide everywhere, because you don't have it on the mount. But you still have the pesticide thingy, so there's no reason. I am very impressed with... The voice acting has always been very good after we got out of A Realm Reborn. But I'm very impressed with Shadowbringers voice acting, because it seems like everyone is, like, bringing their A-game. Even, like, minor NPCs. I made a comment yesterday that all of these NPCs in the mob sounded like they understood the assignment. Where am I going? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very weird. The two tribal quest mounts, the Cotton Ball, the Cotton Ball Spore one, that one keeps its a thing, but the Bath mount and the Vanuvano mount, they lost their actions. Weird. Some of the Realm Reborn ones have them too, have the actions too. I know the Gobu does. From the Sylphs, and the Drake from the Malja has its little thingy too. But I do like that all the Stormblood mounts, they kept their special little gimmicks neat. Scenery is gorgeous. The horse mount is from it's a limited event, but the limit is another year, I think. It's the Garo event in PvP. This one specifically, you have to, I believe, get 10 crystal conflict matches. I think you have to win 10 of them or something. But don't quote me on that, because it's been a while since I earned it. Yeah, 30 crystalline conflict wins. Yeah, they should have had their own music. No, the event is still going on as far as I know. The event was gone before I started, but they brought it back in like March. There we go. That's what happened. Here's we go. Well, that's a problem.
Let's give it our all.
Wait. he can tank? That's neat. Okay, then. Okay, do small talk with him first. Hmm. I talked to them before and after cutscenes. I just didn't know you could talk to them before starting a trust. I guess that would make sense. Oh no. Cocoons. Ooh, Jesus. I think, yeah, I heard that they don't wall to wall very well, so I think I'm just gonna take small groups at a time. I kind of figured they can't handle. I don't know if they do use AoE, frankly. Okay, so they can handle 2 groups, but not much more than that. Okay. Got it. I'll remember that when we actually get to another group. Well, they move out of the AoEs, so they are actually doing better than a lot of players I've played with. Okay. Thanks for the advice. I will pull them into 2 groups now. I wasn't sure how much they could handle. Come on, Crystal Man. Keep up with me. Oh, shush. Well, I'm okay with comfortably dragging them to 2 groups, just so this can go a little bit faster. I just can't right now because I have to... We got walled. Okay. The dungeon music's pretty good, I'll give it that. Okay, she does hug the limit break. Jesus. I'm pretty broken, yeah. I had a pretty extreme reaction. Jesus. Oh my god. Help. I went too fast. I know if I die, then I have to start over, so I'm trying to not do that. Oh, okay. Normal wipe. Still. Yeah, I've seen my mistake with pulling 2 cows at the same time. He's not dead, he's fine. He got back up. He just was knocked out, that's all. Aw. That's mean. That's so mean. I feel so victimized right now. Where are you going? Stop running! Really screwed up that one of her attacks is called Scold's Bridle. They ran away from me. Thanks, team. I feel so supported. I do like that there's like ongoing carnage. There's like dead people everywhere. It's very atmospheric. Sets the mood for just how awful of a situation this is. All the cocoons of awfulness everywhere. Oh. Whoops. No one saw that.
I'll handle the heat.
Harvey is not a crutch. I can't do my summons without him. Thank you for not letting me die again. Aww. Poor Alisaie. That's upsetting. A bunch of people were being chased, and yeah, they did get turned into Sin Eaters. But it was clearly scheduled and supposed to happen, so. Yeah, I'm gonna be very careful with the pulls in this area because I feel there's at least 4 nests we gotta get through. I think we might be able to pull the smaller group. Or not. Never mind. That's what you meant, but you can't pop them all at once, huh? Okay. This area used to be where you made your healer hate you. So even if you do it as a dungeon, you can't pull them all at the same time? Not a non-trust dungeon? Ah! That's no fun. I understand why they did it, but that's still not fun. I have to admit, they do dodge mechanics better than some groups I've played with, sadly, in my roulettes. Okay, finally. Yeah, I can understand why they nerfed it, but I think it's more fun to not have it nerfed. But I can see why that might be a really annoying fight for healers. Oh, that's disturbing and gross looking. I don't like that. Yeah, it's like a... I don't know, it's really disturbing looking. Oof. That was on me. Damn it. That was my fault. I can't blame the AI for that one. Ugh. The trust mechanic's gonna teach me the dungeon mechanics by force. Oh, before I forget. I will run off without summoning that stupid thing. No, my Carby is loyal. I forget. Every time I die, I forget. And Summoner's my main, so that's pretty bad. I think I'll just stay close to it. Like, not right in front of it, but like close to it. Oh, yeah, I could also just follow the trust NPCs. I like the Shadowbringer dungeon final boss theme though. Pretty neat. Yeah, I guess that's one thing I have to learn from playing with random people, is to actually trust that your NPCs know, that your teammates know what they're doing. Okay, this is actually intense. Oh Jesus. Jesus. Ugh. We don't look happy after dungeons anymore. Aww. Poor Alisaie. No! Don't force me to keybind. Never. I will... If you keep telling me to keybind, I will click out of spite. I really did buy a mouse that has keybinds on the side. I'm going to learn how to use it.
Releasing its ether. Fall back. We cannot let it touch us. Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw.
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption.
Hmm?
The blessing of light. And the hero who wields it now stands before you.
Well, that explains a lot.
Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Oh good, there's night again. Thank God. Oh hey, that's what happened in the trailer. We get night themes now? That's neat. Look at me, I am the Sin Eater now.
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true.
Well, that explains why he was really desperate to grab me.
My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you, stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the Wardens and restore darkness to the first. On behalf of the First, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
Do I still mistrust him? I trust that he is genuine in wanting to save the First and his people. He is still lying by omission and going on tangents and giving very non-answers. So no, I don't fully trust him. But I do believe his cause is genuine, and I think he does mean what he says when he says that he is going to help everyone get back to the source. He is lying by omission. Very obviously. Oh, poor Allie. Yeah, I think Man Baby's gonna definitely be pissed. Wait, okay, why do I think he's covering his face? I don't know. He's very keen on not revealing where he's from, what his identity is, so that's like the real reason. He's also slowly turning into a crystal, so maybe he looks like an eldritch horror. I have no idea. Those would be my two guesses. Rally. I think Alisaie's just been through a lot. Like, she had to watch everyone get abducted, and she was abducted in a really emotional moment, and then she goes to work at the colony for the people who are going to turn into Sin Eaters, and so they have to be mercy killed before they die, and then she watches her friend turn into one of those horrific things in a very screwed up way, and then, yeah, I think she needs alone time. And like a therapist. I feel like I'm about to have another ghost visit. Just hand her a Dark Knight crystal for therapy. I think Alisaie as a Dark Knight is terrifying. I think she could handle it, but she would be a force to be reckoned with. Time to play Ghost Therapist, yeah. The good news about the kind of bad thing about the MSQ streams is that I won't do MSQ outside of them. But the good news is there's so many yellow quests to clear out that I'll have plenty to do this week, so it doesn't matter. Stream's been going very good. I was traumatized earlier. Then we did the first dungeon whole minister switch, and it did not get better, but it got slightly better. The night sky opening up was very uplifting, and I needed that after everything. Hang on. Oh, I'm guessing these are the role quests, aren't they? There we go. I think we'll stick to MSQ, but I'll definitely do these quests on stream because I've heard they're very good. So we will do them. Also, I'm very intrigued by the fact that they are apparently linked to the Warriors of Darkness that are deceased. So, I was wondering, those will be done on stream for sure. I won't do those off stream. Yeah, I mean, yes. I saw they had that in the instructions. But since, I mean, look at my classes. Since everything's over 80, I might as well just do all 5 of them at one time. Yeah. I think it's ghost time. I think the Crystarium really is my favorite inn room. It's just so cozy. Need a nighttime therapy session with Ardbert.
So it's your lot's turn to be the Warriors of Darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
You're very bright.
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden. Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
They're basically my siblings at this point. My younger siblings.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
Every single cutscene, I'm looking for the damn shoe bill. You guys have gaslit me about the stupid bird. His voice actor did a real good job in Game of Thrones, like acting. So I'm not, but that doesn't mean you'll be a good voice actor. But he is a really good voice actor. You know, if I could just show these photos to Crystal Sussark and the twins, it'd be much easier.
So this is what the light was hiding. She's here. I must go to her.
Is that Minfilia? Didn't sound like her. It's not the same voice actor. At least I don't think. It's been a while since I've heard her. Oh no. No, we're going back.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Yeah, they all changed in Heaven's Ward, but her new voice actor was only in it for— oh my god, it's Estenian.
Out of my way!
Jesus.
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Yeah, I knew it from his feet. his boots.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
Okay, how did he know that?
You are in contact with the scions, I take it.
I forgot. We talked to him.
Through no choice of my own, they tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause.
When did that happen?
I swear the receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldassian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
This, like, 6'8" man got blackmailed into helping the Scions by Tataru and Kryl. That's hilarious.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
I gotta know what they threatened him with.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
That's...
Search every corner! Roll the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
It actually is like magic cyanide. That's kind of how cyanide works.
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Cyanide prevents your,
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once.
If I'm believing correctly, but I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. Cyanide prevents your red blood cells from absorbing oxygen, like at all. So basically everything just stops functioning really quickly. That's why it's so deadly.
Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Oh my god. Old man road trip. Old man road trip. I want old man road trip.
From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus, I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my
Buddy cops, yes.
My path leads to Garlemald.
No, they told me, because I said it was Stannis, which, in my defense, I knew the voice. But I had the image in my head, and Stannis and Roose look alike, but it has been like 4 years since I watched that show. Yeah. Just get, if you want to watch it again, just get to the battle at Winterfell, which I think is like episode 3 of the last season, and then just stop watching. Make your own ending. It works. Mr. Smash. Yeah, but it's a better way to end it, and then just ignore the rest. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands.
Maybe if you just shake your keys at him, he'll just get distracted and forget about the issue.
Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
Who's their emissary?
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. It was inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
My lord, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would. Everyone gather round.
Yeah, we can't let them know we have a magic window.
I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
I could have just turned into ninja.
Enter. Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin Eater.
But those relations are bad. Outside of Yulmore.
Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy, promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
And that was two old men politically correctly telling each other to go screw themselves.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
It is noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
So that was Minfilia.
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmor before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Wait, what? Yeah, hang on.
Ah, of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Maren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alisaie, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
Mini Minfilias.
Though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
Oh, good. Morbin's gonna pull out a children's book for me and explain the world history. I know it's not meant to be insulting, and I actually do like the children's book format. I just like the fact that he looked at your character and was like, let me get the children's book. You know what? Fair. Shit. I hope we get some of our adult friends soon, because, like, as much as I love the twins, I want an adult. I think the twins 17. It's like 16 or 17. I'm guessing I know who that gallant hero was. He was in the trailer! That was in the trailer. It's Thancred. Oh no. The snarky answers are killing me. They're just not in Kane's personality.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minthilia's rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you. My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war.
So we're just gonna go to war anyway.
Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
War.
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for?
We just had a bunch of cutscenes at once, so
Always taken pride in
I've
our
been
ability
very
to sustain ourselves.
tentatively
Not
paying
just
attention.
to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up.
Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
I like that guy. Those assholes
Spoil
suck.
the moment.
Everyone's being profound. He's like, those guys sucked.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
Here, here!
Here, here!
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
Oh, yeah, now we have to come up with a plan.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
I'm gonna go on for another hour, so we might...
Our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure.
It does remind me of Silpha from Castlevania on Netflix.
At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air.
I'm gonna go for another hour, so I think we might actually see and meet Thancred.
Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. See to your preparations.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Crystal X said, murder is okay. It's always bully Tina o'clock. Until I get off the stream, because then I'm going to probably go to sleep. No, I really am gonna go to bed. I'm gonna basically update the thread with everything that goes down, and then I'm actually going to sleep. I'm 100% serious. Because I have been up since like 1 a.m. last night, but it was the first 1 a.m. So like when we went back to 1 a.m. I was still up. So I've been up for a very long time. I'm a natural insomniac, so I have trouble sleeping, and the time change has eternally screwed me up, and it'll take like an entire week to fix it, so it's gonna be a really annoying week. But it's a short work week because Friday's a holiday, so it works out. I have no faith in our government. The daylight savings time. Oh, it's a stealth mission. I mean, that is a form of stealth. If you have no witnesses, then technically no one saw you. Does not work for actual murder, though. It just makes your charges worse. Yeah, I'm not sure about... I don't think I'll do the hand and land ones on stream. I might do those in private. But the role quest for battle, the battle stuff, I'll do on stream. Well, technically, I mean, if you don't get caught, then your stealth mission was successful. Oof. A little slow, but I expect it's gonna pick up in a second. It gave us some time to calm down after Homester and everything with Alisaie. Oh my god. Oh, thank God, we can fly. Very nice music. I think they're so cute. I love the Amaro. They're so adorable. It's like Chocobo. It's like a Chocobo, and Fafnir from Neverending Story had a baby, and it's really cute. I really like the scenery compared to the Stormblood areas. It's just really nice in Shadowbringers. Yeah. But even the desert area here in this game looks looks better than the ones in Stormblood. I unlocked it this morning. I got level 80 in all classes like at 3 a.m. this morning. So yeah, I have my own tomorrow. No, not the sand quote. I know what that's from. Sorry, I'm trying to get through the filler quest as fast as I possibly can. I already miss flying. I'm hoping we end on a high note, so I'm hoping there's not a super large chunk of filler. But and again, you guys saw me get really scared and cry on stream today, so I think you had enough entertainment. Does anyone got any questions while I'm doing, fetch and filler stuff? Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can fit in. I know I can fit in 2 streams at least. I might be able to fit in 3. Oh, weather. Nice. I'm not sure though. But I think I'll have enough time during the week. to get the yellows in. Chess can be cool. I don't really have a favorite artist though, but I like, when I was in New Orleans, I liked listening to random ones in bars. I will do the level 80 role quest on stream. I don't think I'll do the hand and land. I'll do that off stream. The roll ones for battle I'll do. I mean, I don't know. The role quests, I know there's a storyline to them. Is there a storyline to the class quests? Oh, those ones. Okay, the level 80 job quests that are after the role quest. Yes, I will do those on stream. For a second, I thought we were talking about the hand and land quest. And I was like, maybe, but I don't think so. But yeah, those ones, the job quest level 80s, yeah, I'll do those on stream. Flying would be great right now. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Finally we're getting to something interesting. God, their uniforms are also ugly.
Keep moving. What now?
Yes.
Mysterium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
Time for chemical warfare. It's just, their uniforms are just awful. They're very ugly.
Sound the alarm!
The biological warfare theme is actually pretty great.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
Okay, to be fair, it doesn't seem like it kills you, it just makes you take a nap. The Garlean's one kills you. It's a little different. Hello? This is the goofiest attack plan I've ever seen. I love it. Make everyone go to sleep and then raid them. The music is really good. I don't think there's been one bad track so far. For once, that actually is not a roast. I probably will make it there by next year for sure. At the speed I'm going. Wait, so when this first started, there were no portraits by them? Oh, that's a good change then. I like the portraits. Yeah, I like the portraits. It definitely feels like one of the older games for me as well. I think I like them. Plus, it like calls attention to them, so I notice them. I mean, that's a very controversial statement. Because if you ask people in this chat, there is no reason for me to be a clicker. At all. Other than just being stubborn. But I play what's comfortable for me. I just let people are just free to roast me. Yeah, I mean, I could get that. I can get the timing for stuff can be off if you're clicking versus doing keybinds. But for what I'm doing now, it makes perfect sense. I'm not doing high-end content. I said it earlier on stream. I did buy a mouse that has keybinds on it, and I am going to learn how to use it one of these days. I could try controller too. I've never tried controller. I think for me, I just have to try alternate styles and then get used to it. So I can try a couple of things. I already have a controller that I can use. I did buy a keybind mouse, so we'll see. Well, if I had gotten here earlier, last year, I would no longer have my Sprout icon, but here we are. Wait, he can control a dragon? It's all about practice. Like, I know I can get used to anything if I practice it. But oh, Jesus. That's not fair. This is 2 against 1. Oh, shoot. That was my fault. I got distracted. I see your puns. You're also funny. Yeah, I wish, so I didn't realize New Game Plus made you replay, like, at, like, a certain section. You couldn't just replay certain parts, like, certain fights and things. And yeah, I wish you could just replay certain fights, specifically. Because I wanted to do, the new, endgame stuff for A Realm Reborn that they changed, but I was not going to do half of A Realm Reborn to do it. Not right now, anyway.
You boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks.
So does the girl.
By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yulmore.
Thancred?
There's the boy.
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us. And what if I am? What? Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Oh my god, he does have a choker.
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
Some Chad answer.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread wary, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmor dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the fairy kingdom.
Yes. I hope we get to Ilmeg. I'm only gonna play for like 30 more minutes, but I hope so.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds.
Well, Grandpa's mad.
Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry. But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the source to the first? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already.
I like Emmett's little theme. It's very mischievous.
Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Always scheming. His theme is just very mischievous.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
It's so pretty. Of course, the pixies would all live in, like, a pretty area.
We should be safe enough here. It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Yulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarian was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Orianger has called this place home for a while now.
Of
Yet we
course.
have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Orianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ilmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish two things. First, rendezvous with Orianger.
Yes.
And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
Well, I like the first one of those options. I miss my boy.
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore.
Grumpy dad.
And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
Well, he's kind of a dick right now.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Oh no. Oh no. This is my hell.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us.
I don't think I have a choice.
Yes, let us have some fun, lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Orianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Oh, why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
No, they're gonna want to play a game. I know how Fae are. We have to play their game. It feels like a Saw movie. Like, do you want to play a game? No. But I don't think I have a choice. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay on for long, but I am hoping I can meet Arianje, so... Ah, damn. Well, no, I'll stop in 10 minutes. I know, I'm upset. Never tell a fairy folk your name. Will not end well. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, never give the Fae your name. That much I know. God damn it. Yeah, you can give a fake name. I like how it's like, don't ask me how I know this, and it's like, my first thought is, Arianje told you.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
This is my nightmare.
No! We're found! How did this mortal know our trick?
There's so many.
Wait, I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look, twins! How adorable!
Oh!
Lee, with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Arianje.
Oh yes, Arianje, the peculiar one. In return for a place in El Meg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Oh my god, he's suffered a lot.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Should we? Would we?
What now?
I don't know. But this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition: that you first lend us a helping hand. Or two. Or three. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger, Pixie's honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here, because I don't know. It just seems like a good stopping point. So just end it here for tonight. And pick it up next Friday or Saturday. One of those days for sure, and then Sunday. I know, I'm so excited for Glow Up Urianger. Bye guys. Have a good night. I'm gonna go update the Twitter thread and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I've been up since the first 1 a.m. and I'm tired. Bye guys. I hope everyone had fun. So now let me leave the stream and not screw it up this time. Bye guys.